What's up, guys? It's Matty here at mixandmastermysong.com. Today we're going to talk about making vocals sound thicker. Now, there's two schools of thought with that. Some people will duplicate the track, which I don't always suggest, and other people actually physically double the track, which I always feel is a better practice. Now, you can get that sound, the double sound, the thicker sound, doing both ways, and we'll go over that today. In the meantime, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. And in the comments below, please let me know any vocal tricks you use to make your vocals sound thicker. Let's jump in. All right, guys, so here's the song we're going to mess with today. It's by my buddy Junior and DJ Please. It's their song called Memories. You can find it on Spotify. So we're going to work off this vocal here. Now, Junior does lots of stacks, which always sounds great, but we're going to show you both ways. So first off, we'll just listen to the vocal by itself.
I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space.
So there's just a single vocal. Now, one way you can do it is just, a lot of people, what I see is they'll duplicate the track and just drag it down, and then you got two. So let's hear that.
I know you're in a better place. I know you're in a better place.
So all that does is just make the vocal louder. It does nothing to make it sound like a double. So that kind of theory doesn't really work. We will go into some ways to change that, but first let's hear it with the doubles. So he sang this, then sang this one, and then sang this one. So now it's three stacks. This one's pan left, this one's pan right, and this one's in the center.
I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space.
And you hear how much bigger that sounds. So going from a verse, if you have a single vocal, into something like that, would just lift that chorus up and make it just feel so much bigger than just going in with a single vocal. So that's, to me, the best practice if you want thicker sounding vocals, is to physically double them. Now, let's say you left the studio already and you can't do that, or you don't want to do that, or the take is just never going to be able to double it. There's a couple things you can do. Now, one thing you can do is just shift this. You can duplicate the vocal like we did. So here's the center vocal and then the duplicate. And then just shift it back a little bit. And it will give you a little bit of a double kind of sound.
I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space, in another time. Until then, you'll live in my mind.
So that's one way you can do it physically. If you got no plugins or anything, that can work. You can make another duplicate and pan left and right and maybe shift the other one forward, and it will give it a little bit of a different sound. If you have a pitch plugin, you can detune them a little bit, and that will make a difference too. Now, one way to do that a lot easier is to actually just use a plugin like that. So we'll check out, this is the Waves Doubler. A lot of you guys have this. And so what it does is it takes the track, it takes the vocal basically, and duplicates it twice in here. So a lot of the times I'll just go to the Dave Pensado setting is a good way to start. And it has the direct track muted, so you're not going to have the actual source track, but it'll just have a left and right duplicate. So you can pan them however you want and turn them down. Usually want to have them lower. So in this preset, it's gained down 7 dB. And then it's panned hard left, and not hard left, but left and right, not hard left and right. And then what you do is you delay one side by like 5 milliseconds and then delay the other side by like 10 milliseconds, right? Little bit of feedback, and then you detune each side. So -5 here and then +5 here. So it's kind of what I was saying. If you wanted to physically do this by duplicating the tracks, it does all that in this plugin, right? So this is a great plugin for trying to get your vocals to sound thicker. So let's hear it now with the doubler.
I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space, in another time. Until then, you'll live in my mind. I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space. I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space.
So that really works to thicken it up. Now, too much makes it start sounding a little bit artificial, and that's why the actual physical doubling still wins in that case. But the spreader is always awesome. Another option is just to actually use a delay And this one I got this little slap delay here, and it's just 69 seconds on the left and 79 milliseconds on the right. And let me just play that for you so you can get a different sound.
I know you're in a better place. I pray we'll be together in another space, in another time. Until then, you'll live in my mind.
So you can do a lot of things with just short delays to make it sound more like a double. So anyway, I hope some of those ideas help you. Like I said, it's always best to actually physically double it if you're looking for that thick vocal sound. But using some of these techniques, you can get away with not having to do it, or maybe use one of those on a verse part, or one just on the chorus if you don't have the track. So anyway, please like and subscribe if you can. Leave comments about some of your vocal takes. If you need your songs mixed or mastered, hit me up at mixandmastermysong.com, and you can also check out my new course there too. Talk to you guys soon.